Chicken week continues here on Wednesday of week 10. Today we have chicken confit. Marinated the chicken in salt, some thyme, black pepper and juniper berries. This has been marinating overnight. Wash the salt properly, dry them out. We put the chicken thighs, some shallots and duck fat into this container with some garlic and some thyme. Bring it up to temperature, let it cook slowly over low heat for about an hour. Once the meat is fully cooked, we'll take it out from the fat. We'll drain the fat, and then we'll fry this on high to give it some color. To make the sauce, we'll use some red wine and some chicken stock. That's for the confit chicken thighs. Along with that, we'll serve some salad. So this is Radicchio, and I have some that I have julienne, and then I have some big pieces. This is watercress. It's bitter. It's really good for you. And then simple salad. Then we have some carrots and chestnuts, water chestnut. To go with this, we have some nuts. So this is walnuts and some vinaigrette. So in the vinaigrette we have red wine vinegar, some oil, walnut oil, salt and pepper. Very simple. We'll dress the salad. We'll keep it in the fridge while we cook the meat. This one here is for tomorrow. So this chicken is for chicken curry. I'll show you how I cut this. I have one piece left which I didn't cut, which I'll show you. And then we'll marinate this overnight in some Kashmiri red chili peppers, some lemon juice and mustard oil. What this will do is the red color from the Kashmiri chili will get into the meat and give it a beautiful red color, and we'll show you how we are cooking it tomorrow. If you want to see what we did and how we did the marination for today's duck confit, you have to see yesterday's video. So we did that yesterday night. So let's start cooking. I cleaned the chicken and we're going to put this tightly in this fat. We'll squeeze this in. And then we'll put some garlic, some thyme, and the shallots. We don't need any salt because we already salted all of this. You let the oil or the duck fat come to temperature, and as it starts to just simmer a little bit, we'll lower the temperature and then cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour till the chicken is fully done. As you can see, it has already started to simmer. Let us turn down the heat and let it cook. Let's come to the salad. We'll put the watercress in here. And then the julienne radicchio. And I kept some so that we can use that to serve. So I have some here with full leaves. And carrots, julienne carrots. These are water chestnuts. And then I'll put almost all of this in here. I'll leave a little bit for these Radicchio so that I can marinate them as well. That's it. We'll put this in here. Then mix it together. We want to put most of the nuts in here as well. We'll just leave a little bit for the end to give it that crunch. So let's taste it. This is good for now. It has that peppery, bitter taste of the watercress. The Radicchio is also a little bitter, and the crunch from the carrots. We'll adjust the seasoning once we are ready to serve. Always remember that when you serve a salad and you have already marinated it and kept it in the fridge, when it comes out, you do need to season it again. So we'll do that, but at this point we'll put all this in the fridge to marinate. Tomorrow's menu is chicken curry. It's an Indian curry dish. Now I could have taken a chicken, cut it into pieces and made the curry out of it. But what I wanted to do was prep it up a little bit, so that it's interesting. It's somebody looking at it finds it different, really would love to eat that. So that's the idea behind prepping it this way. So the way that you do that is you take the leg. So I bought a full leg which had the thighs attached to this, and then I cut it in the house. So I use the thighs for the confit, and then this is the drumstick I'm going to use for the curry tomorrow. So what I do here is I make a cut around the meat, around the base of that of the leg, right, of that bone. So there are a lot of connective tissues here, so it will be, you might find it a little difficult, but go around it and you should be able to get it off. And then from there you want to remove. So as you can see, there are some extra bits hanging around here, so I'd like to cut those. Take your time, don't rush, because you want to make sure that you don't have, you're taking off those connective tissues which are extra. And then from here you want to remove this piece of meat and the top of this bone. So you go around, you cut off that meat. And then the idea is to remove that top white piece from the bone. Take your time. So see that white bone there? That's what we need to remove. So just pry it open. It'll take a little bit of doing, but you should be able to get that bone off. So there you can see, once you take that little bone out, it becomes much easier. It's clean off the bone, and it is looking really good. So you want to press this down a little bit. There is this little bit of bone here which you want to take off because this is very sharp. So now you have it, right? So I have 5 pieces here that we are going to marinate for tomorrow. So we'll put the Kashmiri red chilies, which gives off a beautiful red color. This is about 2 tablespoons. You need a little bit of lemon juice, so this is again 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then let me wash my hands, and I'll come back and put the mustard oil, a little bit of salt and pepper. So let's put some salt in here. Put in a generous amount of salt and pepper. And then we'll put about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. So mustard oil will give a beautiful smell to the dish. So let's mix it, and then we'll see if we need more. So as you can see, this is already turning a beautiful red color. The more it marinates, the more it will become red. So when we cook it tomorrow, it will give you that red color. I normally don't use any coloring. So for tandoori, if I do a tandoori chicken, I do the same technique. I keep it overnight with Kashmiri red chilies, salt, pepper, lime juice, and keep it overnight so that it becomes red. And then the next morning I'll take it out and I will put the tandoori paste, which I make at home, on top of this chicken, and then again marinate for 7-8 hours before I cook it, grill it or put it in the oven, whatever method I use. So that's it. So this we'll be using tomorrow. So that's Thursday. We'll keep it in the fridge, cover it, and keep it in the fridge. The chicken is done. So we'll take this out. The chicken is falling off the bone, so that's how you should have it. And then we will sear this skin side before we serve, and these are the confit shallots that will go along with it, as well as the garlic. We'll take a little bit of the duck fat. And we'll put the chicken skin side down. Not take more than a few minutes on high. You just want a little bit of color on the skin. The chicken is done on one side, and then we're just browning on the second side a little bit. We'll drain the oil and we'll cook the sauce in the same pan. So remove the oil. Putting in the wine to deglaze the plant. I'm going to add the garlic to this sauce. Mash it in. At this point we'll add the chicken stock. Very simple pan sauce. We have all the ingredients. So we have the chicken cooked. We have some thyme here to garnish. These are confit shallots. We have a sauce, a red wine sauce, and then the salad that we had marinated earlier, and some cabbage, radicchio leaves. So let's put in a little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper, just to marinate it once more. The way that I'd like to serve it is to put a couple of chickens in here. And then some radicchio leaves. So the salad on top of the radicchio leaves, garnish with a little bit of chopped walnuts. And then you want to add some confit shallots here. Pour the sauce around. And then a little bit of garnish of thyme. There you have it, chicken confit served with confit shallots, red wine sauce, and a radicchio salad. Simple, easy to make, and delicious. Bon appetit, have a good night. See you tomorrow with Indian chicken curry.